Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the March installment of our SendMyAd Tips and Tricks webinar. Today we're going to be going over some new features that we have on the portal. The first thing we're going to be going over is the third-party approval, which is a new feature, a fairly new feature we have released. The second thing is a little small look at our new improved list selection. Will be a very quick little glance at that. And the last thing is a look at how to use custom metadata variables on email notifications. I have a fairly large screen here, so you may want to adjust what you can see. So there should be a zoom button in the upper left corner of the screen, which should expand the image to cover the full screen. We will be answering some questions and such at the end of the webinar. Please just enter that in the right-hand panel of your control panel. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and start this product demo. All right, so the first thing we are going to look at today is the third-party approval. So this is a fairly new feature that maybe haven't started using yet or are not too familiar with, but basically what this will do is it will allow you to send a email to a third party that will approve a ad pickup, for example. So I'm going to go take a look at one of my ads here. So I'm going to choose this one here. So this ad here is already approved and such, so I can go ahead and pick this ad up at this point. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to pickup. And then as you see in our ad pickup form here, there's a checkbox here for a third-party approval invite. So if I check that checkbox and I pick my issue I want to pick up to, and I go ahead and confirm this pickup, let's pick that ad up, and then as you see there is a dialog box here where you can enter the name and the email address of the person that you are sending this third-party approval email to. So I'm going to go ahead and enter some information here. All right. And what that's going to do is just going to open up in my own email box a new email window with a subject, testing this issue, and a link to the ad that the approver needs to approve, the third party needs to approve. So I'm going to go ahead and send that. All right. In my email now here, I should be receiving that email. And it looks something like this. So now I will be asked to approve this ad or reject this pickup ad here. So I'm going to go ahead and approve this ad. As the approver, I will enter my name and my email address. And approve the ad. All right. So now this ad should be approved by the third party. And it's now received by the publisher for approval. Please let me know if there are any questions about anything you saw here so far. Basically, this will just allow a third party to approve a ad for pickup for a future issue. It's a fairly neat feature we have released, and I think it could be very helpful for many of our users. Okay, our next issue next topic we're going to look at is the improved list selection, and this is something you will see throughout the portal in various places. And we can start by looking at how this appears, for example, in your groups. So I'm going to take a look at this admin group I have here, and the rights that this group has. Now, in the past, this was sort of broken up into two different sections. One section would say the rights that this group has, and the second section would say rights that this group does not have. So we'll simplify that now by just making it just a simple checkbox instead. So if it's on here, then this group has that right that is checked here, instead of moving it from sort of one box to the box of rights that the group has. Is just now a simple checkbox for the right that you want to turn on for this particular group. Yeah, so the basic go like that, and you're kind of highlighted green when you turn them on. It gets highlighted, so it's easy to see which rights are turned on for this particular email group. You will see this in a couple different places in the portal where you normally would move a user or a right from being active to inactive. So, for example, in your approval cycle setup, before there was also two boxes here, one for the users that can do this approval, and one for the users that are not activated to do this particular approval. So it's the same thing here now too. You can just turn them on as you need to, and there's no box to move it from one to the other. It's just all one box at this point, just simple check boxes instead. I find that this is a little easier, a little simpler, a little more straightforward than the way we had it in the past. All right. All right. So if you all have any questions on that, please feel free to add that to the little chat here, or ask me a question. I'm hoping everybody can hear me okay today. All right. The third topic today is to use custom metadata variables on email notifications. And some of you may already use metadata for fields on your upload form, and in the details information and such. But you can also include those variables in the email notification that goes out to a customer, for example, or goes out to you as the publisher for example, when an advertiser has uploaded an ad. So I'm going to take a look at how that works. So I'm going to go to my company profile real quick and take a look at my printout settings. And here in the printout settings, we have the manage custom metadata options. Right now, I just have a simple one here. That's just a data set with 4 different options. I'm going to make a new one so you can see how this works. So I'm going to make this call, it's called the demo label. I'm going to set this to a custom field. I'm going to give it an internal name. Now, this internal name is kind of important. I'm going to show you how that works in a minute. So I'm just going to name it demo. I'll give this a data set. We can give some comma delimited data options here. So demo 1, demo 2, demo 3. I'm going to turn that on for both publisher, on upload, on add request, and make it a required field. All right. I'll go ahead and close that. Okay, so now when we go to upload an ad, you should see in the upload form here that there is a new label here called demo labels 1, 2, 3. These are my previous ones that I had, which was just named apples, bananas, oranges, and pears. But so this is now something that will appear in the ad details information as the customer selects one of these different options. We'll go a quick look at an ad here to see how we can add that to the information as well. So you don't see it here yet, but you can add this to. So currently I only have the previous one I made earlier, but I'm going to add the one I just did too. So I can add one here, and I'll pick the demo label. It's just what I call the field, and the field label is called demo label. All right, I'm going to close that. So now you see that that is in here as well. Anyway, so in order to include this information that the customer then enters when he uploads an ad to your email notifications, you'll have to go to your company profile again. Again, I'm just going to take a quick peek at the metadata options here, and as you see, my internal name is demo, all uppercase here. So that's very important to remember, because that is the name we'll be using as the variable for to add to my email notification. So this word, this internal name, remember that, and I'm going to go ahead and go to my print ad notifications here. So I want to add this to the email notification that I, as a publisher, receive when a customer has uploaded an ad. And so I'm going to go and configure this real quick. So I'm going to click on the configure and edit template. So I want to add that demo label to my email here. So I'm just going to change one of these here. So I would then just change the name of the field in the email notification. And most of the time there are several variables to add from here, and we have sort of always suggested that the customer always use these pre-made variables instead of trying to create their own, because it is a little bit tricky. It's sort of a hidden little feature here that you can actually use these custom metadata labels in the email as well. So this is where I then would enter the internal file name or internal label for that custom metadata that I just created, and then this will be, in this case, be demo. And then I would save that. So now when a customer uploads an ad and they choose one of the demo labels here, that will be a part of the email notification that I will be receiving as soon as the advertiser uploads a new ad. This will be in the fields of that we normally see every time somebody uploads an ad to us. All right, if there's any questions on that, please feel free to enter that as well. I do see there are a couple of questions here real quick. Let's see. Yeah, so there's a couple of things that somebody pointed out here. On the third-party approval email, you need to activate that link by clicking enter at the end of the line of text, and that will make it a live link. So it does appear to be a live link for me here. I didn't do anything extra to it, but it certainly can't hurt to do that. And the second thing was that the third-party approval is also available under actions too. Yeah. So, for example, if you do go ahead, this is about to pick up, so on the third-party approval. So let's say you want to send this again to somebody else, for example, or you went in here and you did this, and you closed out of that dialog window, for example, where you enter the user's name and email address, and you need to get that dialog window back. It is also available in the actions menu here. It is available here as well. Let's see. And of course, I don't see it today. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so now I see it. So this is the ad has been picked up already. So if I want to send out a third-party approval, I can do that by going to this invite third-party here in the lower corner of the advanced actions. So I can then get this dialog box back up to send out the invitation again for a third-party approval. All right. If there are any other questions, feel free to ask them now, and I'll see if I can help you with that. If not, there will be a video, a recording of this webinar uploaded for you all to access later, or if you want to share it with any other users. And I want to thank you for your time today, and please stay tuned for our future tips and tricks webinars. Thank you very much. Have a good day.